Hey guys, it's the Fire Demon here. We're going to be talking about the Lands of Men, which is a continent in the Mazanar. The history of Lands of Men. The island was fractured into 15 islands. A whole mountain split in two. The continent was only originally 3 islands, but after still of elves, it became 15. During the War of Seiron, in before Passanera 3179, the island was split due to one thing: the death of Kintarva, the last giant. It was killed due to destruction of its land, the mines, the wars, corrupted Kintar. The War of Seiron was the kingdom of men against the Republic of Zenith. The power of evil and death split their lands, slowly killed the giant, until one day it was no more. So that's what I have. But this split, it happens because the giant just exploded into a huge ripple effect. Let me show you a picture of Lands of Men. The Lands of Men. Like, see, so the giant was originally 3. So imagine all these together. And then this, we're doing one continent. But after it became 15, this tail is not on the map of Arsana. Alright, let me find a wee page here. Hold up. Alright, so, yes, I know this guys looks very massive, but in the BP era, AP era, sorry guys, AP era, there's, how many? 1, 2, 3, there's 6 periods. So we start off the Manka period, which is 000, and then we go to the Darkest period, which lasts to the 5th, or the 3rd, 158. In the Darkest period, Sam the Great lives. I'll detail about Sam's journeys into the unknown Ersina continent. But then it goes to early Erevan, then early Kinka, then Great Empire-Age. Most people call it Kinka period. Most people call it from 204 to 587, but we split off the early and the Kinka, because the Kinka is a tribe which ravaged the lands and just created war. It's a tribe which is very deadly in the Nuvarian forests. Or it says Nuvan because it's an early map, but it became the Nuvarians. Nuvarians are a tribe which roamed the lands. Here's a very early map. Let's talk about Sword of Tunvar. So Sword of Tunvar. Sword of Tunvar originally was King Alfred. Was originally forged in the depths, well, not the depths, in the fires of Orthan. It was made by the Hammer of the Gods centuries ago. The Hammer of the Gods. So I don't think it's detailed in this book, but there's 5 hammers. Well, yeah, 5 hammers. One hammer given to each of the legendary blacksmiths of each continent, given by gods to each one. Those made up. One was given to Orthan people, who made the Sword of Tunvar, a legendary blade featured in the Fellowship of Sam. Originally, this is modern times, where I haven't. Alright. So originally King Alfred's sword. It's not Alfred's, it's Alfred's sword. Then Thomas the First sword. Then he lost in the Battle of Gosby. Thomas goes on, yeah, you can see that part. Thomas goes on an adventure to reclaim his But something happens. Arthur, the king of the Golden Kingdom, appears and chants with godlike powers. Arthur gives it the sword to Sam. If you go read the Fellowship of Sam, it'll all make sense. Once I finish writing the Fellowship of Sam, I'll put it in the thing. The sword was forged in Orthan, a city that was founded 600 years before Pastanera fell. I think it should be before Pastanera even began. Pastanera has been for ages. This is just some Orthan text, like this is who shall wield this blade may have the power of Orthan. Which is just in Orthan text. Alright. I want to talk about three-gate giants. Let's create an empire for the Kevniks. The Kevnik people have no empire. Alright, let's go get where's my pen? Bro, I had a pen here last night. Where is it? Must actually put it on this. Alright guys, put it in my pencil case. I don't use my pencil case. I only use it for my rubber on. So, the Empire of the Kevniks. Can you see up here? No, you can't. But you can see all down here. Empire, yeah. So, what's the brainstorm? So, Kevniks. The Gosden of Earth. Alright guys, I'll come back to you in the next video. Peace out, it's Fire Demon.